there, and welcome. Have you ever had one of those days where you just wish you could, I don't know, boost your focus or sharpen your memory or just learn stuff a little bit faster? Yeah, you're definitely not alone. Today, we're going to dive deep into the absolutely fascinating science of upgrading our own minds. We're going to explore how we can literally build a better brain. So, this is the big question, isn't it? The whole idea of enhancing our own brain power. It kind of feels like something straight out of a sci-fi movie. But what does the actual science say? Can we really move beyond just wishful thinking and make real, measurable improvements to how we think? Let's find out. Okay, before we go any further, let's make sure we're all on the same page. When you hear scientists talk about cognitive enhancement, this is what they mean. Think of it like a giant umbrella term that covers any strategy, and I mean any strategy, from simple habits to super advanced tech that's designed to make our brains work better. It's all about improving things like your focus, your memory, and how fast you can pick up new skills. So, where do we even begin? Well, it turns out the most powerful upgrades are actually the ones that are available to pretty much everyone. So let's start with the foundational stuff, the techniques you can use to start building a better brain, like right now. Think of these as software updates for your mind. Instead of just reading a textbook over and over again, you can use these powerful techniques to change how you use your brain. Take spaced repetition, for example. That's just reviewing new info at longer and longer intervals. Like after 1 day, then 3 days, then a week, you're basically telling your brain, hey, this is important, hang on to it. Or active recall, which is just forcing yourself to remember something without looking it up. It's like doing a bicep curl for your memory. These aren't just little study hacks, you guys. They are scientifically proven ways to reprogram your mind. And look, if that psychological training is the software, then all of this stuff, this is the hardware. You can't run fancy new programs on a machine that's falling apart. Getting enough quality sleep, exercising, eating right. These things aren't just good for you, they are absolutely critical for your brain's health. They affect everything from your mood to how efficiently your brain can even function. And this, right here, sums it up perfectly. You need both. You just do. Improving your mental software with techniques like active recall is awesome, but it's only going to get you so far if your physical hardware, your actual brain, is running on fumes because of bad sleep or poor nutrition. So the main takeaway here is you've got to build that foundation first. Okay, so once we've got that solid foundation in place, now we can start to explore the next frontier. We're moving from the big picture stuff to a much more targeted approach, looking at how science is tapping directly into our brain's biology. At the very heart of all of this is this incredible concept, neuroplasticity. This is the scientific principle that makes any of this enhancement even possible. Your brain isn't some static, fixed thing. It is constantly remodeling itself based on what you do, what you think, and what you experience. Every single time you learn a new skill, you are physically changing your brain's wiring. How cool is that? So, how do the more advanced interventions actually work? Well, a lot of them operate on a chemical level. The goal is to influence the balance of key neurotransmitters. Those are basically the chemical messengers your brain cells use to talk to each other. So by tweaking things like dopamine, which is tied to motivation, or acetylcholine, which helps with focus, you can have a really direct effect on how well you can think. This chart gives us a great little overview. So you've got nootropics, like caffeine, which, let's be honest, most of us use every day. Then you've got these technological interventions, like TMS, which uses powerful magnetic fields to stimulate specific parts of the brain without any surgery. It's almost like hitting a reset button for certain brain circuits. And of course, you have nutritional strategies, which, as we saw, are just foundational for giving the brain the fuel it needs to work. All right, now this all sounds incredibly exciting, I know, but we have to pump the brakes for a second and bring a serious dose of reality into the conversation. With this kind of power comes a real need for caution. This isn't about finding some magic pill. There is some very important fine print we need to read. The scientific community is wrestling with some really tough questions here. Like, if these enhancements become common, who gets to use them? What about long-term side effects we don't even know about yet? And where do you draw the line between, say, treating ADHD and just giving a normal person an extra edge? These are not easy questions with simple answers. And this might be the single most important thing to take away when we're talking about anything beyond those basic lifestyle changes. This quote is direct and clear for a reason. Just deciding to self-experiment with powerful drugs without a doctor's guidance is, well, it's playing with fire. It's incredibly risky. So, after covering the foundations, the science, and the very real risks, where is all this heading? Let's take a quick peek at the exciting future that researchers are building as we speak. The future, it seems, is all about personalization. Just imagine enhancement strategies that are tailored specifically to your unique brain chemistry, to your genetics. We're talking about AI systems that could optimize how you learn, or nutritional plans designed specifically for your brain's profile. We are moving away from a one-size-fits-all approach and toward truly custom upgrades. So, to wrap this all up, the most important thing to remember is that cognitive enhancement isn't just one thing. It's a huge spectrum. It starts with the simple, powerful choices you make every single day: how you sleep, what you eat, how you challenge your mind. And it stretches all the way to the absolute cutting edge of neuroscience. The power to upgrade your brain in a very real way is already in your hands. And that leaves us with one last, really fascinating question to think about. If you could choose, with zero risks, to enhance just one part of your mind, whether it's your memory, your creativity, your focus, what would you choose and why? Definitely something to chew on. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer.